course, they're completely ignoring the fact that what I'm saying is you buy the likes and it juices the algorithm. And when it juices the algorithm, more people see it. And then those verified people see your tweet. And then you make the money. And I know this because the guy complaining about it, saying it doesn't work that way, was a verified user who saw my tweet because I bought 2,000 likes on it. Now, I want to be clear. I've never done this with any other tweet. I'm not buying any views on YouTube or any of that stuff. But I did this as a test for this episode. Knowing this episode was coming up, I saw that private thing because I started thinking about it. Likes are private on Twitter. Everyone instantly understands that something fishy could happen as a result of that. That is an inherent, obvious thing that we all understand. All numbers on social media are fake. It's AI producing content and AI watching the content. Everything is fake, okay? Likes are hidden. What else is hidden? Subscribers and views. You cannot go on YouTube and see who subscribes to a person's channel. You never have been able to do that. You cannot see who watches a person's videos. You can't see if they're real or not, and you never have been able to. Every single guy at the very top is buying subscribers, is buying views, and it costs nothing. 97 cents for 2,000 likes. Do you know how little it costs for YouTube views? How little it costs for subscribers? I do, because I looked it up. I found it. Now, there are more expensive packages and less expensive ones, but if you don't give a shit where they're from, if you don't give a shit how quality they are, if you just need that number to look bigger, and we know now that the bigger number looking bigger, looking better helps with your shit, if that's all you care about, you can get that done for less than $100. Now, do we know anybody who's willing to throw away $100 here or there? Maybe $300 on Steel Toe Morning Show? Well, $299. Not $301, I'll tell you that much. Do we know somebody who could maybe even afford $375 if you really twisted the screws on them? When you go through, type in Red Bar Clips into YouTube's search. And when you go through there are tons of these channels. And the interesting thing is, not one of them existed before Mike stopped uploading clips to his own YouTube channel. His own YouTube channel stopped being a necessary thing for him to get people to watch the show, because now he had other people doing it for him. But if he's got other people doing it for him and those videos don't get viewed, it looks bad on him. And a guy who only cares about being cool can't have something look bad on him, right? So you're telling me one day he just announces on his show, we don't upload to YouTube anymore. We don't put anything out there on our YouTube channel. And then the very next day, there are multiple clip channels professionally uploading clips. They're not getting paid for it. They're not getting view botted. They're not getting subscriber botted. Is that what you're telling me? These channels, by the way, are monetized. You're telling me the guy who pretends he's against advertisements, even though he's had ads on his show before, you're telling me he's leaving that money on the table? Do you really believe he's going to allow other people to sit there and make bank off of his videos? You're getting 100,000 views plus on every video you put out of a Red Bar clip, and he's sitting there making no money off of that. People are now watching his show solely through free clips on YouTube. You think he's not involved in that? Listen, is it proof? Nah, it's not proof. I don't have concrete proof of any of this, but I've got my gut. I've got my instinct. I know just like everybody else did, that when you hide the likes, fishy things can happen. If you understand that, you gotta understand the rest. Now, speaking of cool, speaking of trying to look cool, always trying to be cool, never trying to be called out, there's one other thing that really needed to be called out. In fact, it needed to be called out for years. And I called it out back in 2013. And it kind of, oh my God, this just happened. Holy shit. This is crazy. You guys know now, I revealed that Red Bar stole his old logo from Mancow, a guy who he says is the most disrespected, the shittiest, worst broadcaster in radio history. He says it's an insult to be compared to Mancow. I'm not kidding. I just got a message on Twitter from Mancow, literally right now. This happened, I mean, I say right now. This was like an hour and a half ago. An hour and a half ago, Mancow messaged me because I messaged Mancow. All right, take a look at this. He gets to be, whoa, they done hoodooed me. Make that the title of this clip. They done hoodooed Mancow. Okay, this is real. This is a live. This is my inbox. This is my live Twitter thing here. DM from Mancow at Mancow Muller, official Twitter page for the radio legend Mancow. All right. I said, hey, Mancow, just want to know if you ever heard of this guy, Red Bar Radio. He's from Chicago, just like Mancow. They're both from Chicago. Does this logo he used for 10 years remind you of anything? And then we've got the Red Bar logo on red. We've got the full head logo next to Red Bar with this font. And he responds, this is real. Mancow responds, total ripoff. So I said, he's been at this for years, and I heard him shit on you, a real radio legend years ago. Then saw he ripped off your classic logo. Those stickers, meaning the Mancow stickers, were all over Chicago. There was a time where he had this logo that looks just like the Red Bar one that was made into a sticker, and people would stick them up all over Chicago. You couldn't not know about it. And Mancow just responded today. He says, figures. Can we do this? Can we get everybody to go message Mancow? Like, don't just at him. Tweet to Mancow right now. I'm going to copy the... I mean, how crazy is that, by the way? Hang on, first of all. That's huge. Mancow now knows that Red Bar was ripping him off for a decade. Here is Mancow's at on Twitter. I just posted that in the chat room. Can everybody... Yeah, see, this is real. Can everybody please go tweet at Mancow Muller, and tell him Pod Awful's live right now. You know, give him the link to the show. Ask him if he would do an interview. Tell him I'm a huge fan. Been a big fan for years. I would love to talk about all of this with Mancow. Okay? All right, I'm just trying to get this all set up, okay? What are they saying in the chat room? He was spawned as an overzealous Red Bar fan. He literally assumed he was working for the show. When asked to stop, he commenced his hate campaign. Who are you talking about? Who did that? I don't know who that means. Francis thinks watching a show, clip chimping, it means you're a fan, LOL. Oh, you're talking about you're talking about the lossless in chat? All right, sorry I read that. Please stop making the chat about you, Francis. It's not about you. You're a creep, he says. You're a loser defending a man, a defenseless man. And when I say defenseless, I don't mean because he's in diapers. I mean because you've seen it. You've seen all of this is true. All of it's right there in front of you. This is a dork. The emperor wears no clothes. He does, however, wear diapers. It's right there in front of you. So please and you can, by the way, you can include me in the tweet as well at podawful. So I see it. I will retweet any of your messages to Mancow. Let's see if we can get Mancow on here. I mean, that should be possible, right? At Mancow Muller at podawful is live right now. He's talking about you, the living legend, Mancow. Would you be willing to call into the show? If we get like 12 people to do that, he might do it. 3 is enough for people to feel like they're under attack.